Welcome back to the Twitter Mailbag Overflow edition. Let's see which questions weren't worth taking that seriously. At Duff the Stuff asks, I am kind of excited to see Mr. Slice versus Mr. 5000. He of course means Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000, taking the New York Times style approach here. Does that make me a bad person? No, Duff the Stuff. That is not what makes you a bad person. I'm gonna leave that one right there, actually. My man Shaggy at 4TMB only writes, wait, did you come up with a Twitter handle just for asking questions to the Twitter mailbag? Because I'm not sure if that is cool or creepy, but it's definitely on one end of the spectrum there. He writes, any speculation as to what could be in store for UFC 200, 3 titles on the line, GSP return, super fights galore, hashtag TMB. First, let me say I'm only answering this question now because it feels like I get some version of it in the Twitter mailbag every single week, and I have for like the last 2 months. So let me go ahead and end it right now by saying I can't tell you what's going to be on UFC 200. No one can tell you what's going to be on UFC 200. Even if the UFC could tell you right now, here's every single bout in order that they're planning, that doesn't mean that's what's going to be on UFC 200 by the time it rolls around. It is February. February. UFC 200 is not until the summer, not until July. That's a long way in MMA terms. A fight card could change half a dozen times between now and then. So please, until we get at least a little bit closer to the event, can we stop asking every single week what's going to be on UFC 200? And if you don't stop asking, I swear I'm going to start answering every single time with Ronda Rousey versus your mom. At Rumpo Plays asks, where does JH, I'm assuming Johny Hendricks here, go from here? Other than Rory, I'm assuming, again, Rory McDonald, and Woodley, I'm assuming Tyron Woodley. I know you only have 140 characters, but you're killing me. He has fought 1 through 10, or they are booked. Bad spot for him? Hashtag TMB. As far as where he goes from here, I got one word, middleweight. I'm just saying, Johnny, embrace your love of the elk steaks, man. Let it fuel you. You don't have to do this to yourself. And finally, at Danny Boy Downs, that rogue asks, not doing anything for your wife because Valentine's Day is a Hallmark holiday. Progressive, stupid, or just plain cheap? For the record, I want it noted that something can be progressive, stupid, and incredibly cheap. Those aren't mutually exclusive, and something tells me that after a few years of marriage, Mrs. Downs knows about where those all intersect. I'll tell you what I do. Every year for Valentine's Day, I go down to the supermarket and I get one of those big, oversized, like heart-shaped cookies with the icing on it. It says, like, I love you. That way, my wife can see that I didn't forget. We can celebrate the stupid holiday somewhat ironically. Plus, there's a big giant cookie that we get to eat. Everybody wins, and it's only like $6. The upside to that plan is, if she gets mad and walks out on you, more cookie for you, you know what I'm saying? And I think Danny Boy Downs knows exactly what I'm saying.